All right. What up, good people? We outside. We are outside. Feels good. It's normally more quiet, but we got folks up and outside with us. We got folks doing karaoke at first thing in the morning. She was singing her heart out. I ain't mad at her at all. Okay? If you can wake up in the morning with a song in your heart, it's already a good day. Okay? What up, Nirvan? I'm about to get started with this morning message. So welcome to the morning message. Yeah, let's go. My name is Allah-mi Basheer. I'm an intuitive life coach, and I welcome you to the morning messages, where I share a live intuitive channeled message Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. And here we are. Happy Friday, y'all, whatever that means to you. If you want to learn more about me, who I am, and what I be doing, and how I'm intuitive and how all this shit works, I welcome you to go to begreateveryday.com. Thank you, Nirvan. Thank you. I welcome y'all to like, subscribe, stick around. If you are happening to catch this video, I don't think it's by surprise. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think this message is just for you. If you don't have time to catch it live, I recommend that you catch the replay because it's going to be there, okay? At Be Great Every Day, the channel. All right, let's go. Can I just show you this shit first? Sorry, let's just take a moment just to appreciate the nature, the water. I would say the sun's not out, but we do have the sand and we do have the air. Okay. I'm a life coach, not a beauty coach. I don't even know what beauty coaches do, but that's not what I do. I help people change their lives for the better. I help people move beyond limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors and all kinds of self-defeating mindsets and behavior patterns that many of you and even I have struggled with from time to time. I help people reconnect with their intuition and let that lead your life. Let the inner truth of your knowing lead your life. Can you imagine? Could you imagine just operating off of gut instinct anywhere and everywhere you go? Could you imagine living in that kind of truth? I was talking about this with a client last night, and she's been a long-term client. She's doing an amazing job, and yet and still there gets to be points in the process where you really have to come to terms with the fact that in order for you to really be set free in your life, you gotta let go of some shit, which means that you're no longer trying to control outcomes and direct the course, and you take on more of a surrender mindset. You take on more of a non-resistant perspective to life. It's not let me gather, hold, and control everything. It's more so let me back and let it go. That's what it means to live intuitively, is like you back and you let it be what it is and trust the process of whatever it is in the moment, even if the circumstances are not your ideal situation. What up, Chris? Happy Friday. So yeah, that's what we talking about over here. It's not how do I get control of my life and regulate some shit and run this and predict that and plan this and strategize. It's not none of that. It's just the opposite. It's how can I act like this water? How can I get to be more like this water? How can I just go with the flow? How can I just allow myself to float as opposed to trying to fixate and force my course? Like, that's the question for us all. When I was sitting with what the title of this video was going to be today, the words peace, be still came to me. Peace. Be still. Be still. It's Friday. So many of y'all getting hyped for the weekend. You getting ready to do all kind of shit. And here I am talking about just the opposite. It's not about what you're going to do. It's what you're going to allow. Peace. Be still. Stillness brings peace. Shout out to all my busybodies. This is not what you want to hear. It's like slowing down is what's going to get you more, not amping up, ramping up, kicking it into gear, as we say. It's like taking a page out of some elders' books. You know how elders get to a place where they just stop giving a fuck? It's like we got to fast track getting to that place sooner in life. To where you have zero fucks to give, and so you're just more, by some accounts, reckless with your behavior, but I would just say more liberated. You're more willing to take a chance on yourself. You're more willing to see what happens. It's that, what else do I have to lose? What's up, Teresa? What do I have to lose energy? Peace, be still. It's a lot of energy around slowing down. Whatever plans you have this weekend, I would probably cut those in half and do less, not more. Some of you can't wait to get to the weekend so that you can fill your days with all the responsibilities and obligations that you haven't had time or attention to give. Whew, it's hot out here. Slow down. Slow down, not speed up. This is a message of taking less and doing more with less. Some of you feel like you're behind schedule, so you have these intense schedules that allow you to, quote, catch up on things. And I'm hearing all that catch-up mentality is doing is messing you up. It's throwing you off center, not putting you in alignment. It's a season of doing less, not more. Okay. I know that goes against anything and everything so many of y'all have been thinking. You're like, oh my God, I'm so behind schedule. I have this, that, and the other to do, and I need to catch up. Spirit is saying, nope, slow down so you can do more. Okay. All right, let's get into these cards and see what this message is bringing. Off the top, it's feeling like a piggyback from the other day's message. Was talking about stillness and silence, bringing clarity. For many of you, the key to your peace is clarity. It's better understanding what you're dealing with or what you can do. It's like clarity is the cog in your wheel. You think you need a plan, but what you need is more clarity. Okay? What's the difference? Clarity brings understanding. It means you understand the assignment. Okay, even though you may not be 100% clear about all of the steps, you understand the assignment. Okay. And with that, some of you take on the responsibility of, now I got to go do all the things. No, you got to allow the things. Stillness, peace, silence is what allows you to move with more effectiveness, not rush and hurry and pressure. Stillness, peace, and silence. This feels like the agenda for this weekend, y'all. It's a lot of energy around really focusing your attention in this way this weekend. Stillness, peace, and silence. Not rush, plans, and hurry. Okay, it's just the opposite. Some of you need to hermit, which means that you need to create space between you and people around you. You need time to just reflect, to meditate, to relax, to go inward. Okay, hermiting doesn't mean just not going outside the house and just staying in the house with the windows closed. That's not what I mean. Hermiting meaning be with yourself, not just by yourself. Okay, stillness, quiet, silence. Stillness, quiet, silence. Peace, be still. You got a new baby?
That's actually my landlady's dog.
Oh, really? I'm on live, just so you know, we're being recorded. Your voice is heard. What is this baby's name?
Mata.
Mata?
Means spy.
Okay. That's appropriate. I love it. All right, let's get into these cards. I can get this message out and go on about my day. Thank you, Crystal, for moderating. I appreciate you. I feel like these cards are speaking to the agenda for this weekend. I already talked about slowness, stillness, quietness, presence. Okay, let's see what else comes up. I don't know what y'all have planned this weekend. I know we're on the back end of 4th of July. Y'all should have had all y'all celebrating out already. But it's like sit your ass down weekend. Okay? That's what it's giving. Sit your ass down weekend. Chris said, no problem. Okay, that's how I'm feeling. I'm like, oh yeah, right? Okay, no worries. I can do that. I've been in slow motion ever since I got back here. I have been in super slow-mo, okay? Even when my soul wants to keep up that pace, I've been in America just moving and shaking and shaking and moving. I'm like, no, my body says no. There we go. Okay. So card says, show the world the real you, okay? And I feel like this is why this silence is necessary, because some of y'all don't really know who you are. And I don't say that as an insult. It's just a part of life. It's easy for us to get dysregulated. We start listening to other people and following what they think we should do and listening to what they think is a good idea and what they see for our lives and, you know, their reflection of our potential and all the things, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of distraction, which is why I'm feeling this energy around stillness, silence, solitude, peace, okay? It's like you have too many distractions. There's too many outside influences trying to help you chart your course, and you don't need that. What you need is self-reflection. What you need is groundedness. What you need is to pay attention to how you feel about things, okay? It's not saying ignore what other people think and feel, but it's saying prioritize. You're number one, okay? So this energy says, show the world the real you. It feels like a time of reflection. It feels like a time of reinvention. And again, that's what this hermit energy needs. That's why it's calling for silence and stillness, so you can lock in on what feels like is really authentically yours to keep. Maybe your life path right now is reflective of, when you boil it down, is somebody else's choices or desires. Maybe you did a thing because you thought it was in the best interest of your family, or you thought it was the best interest of your partnership, and now it's like, wait, what about me? What do I want? Okay. So it might be a good day for just some solitude and rest. If you can take a mental health day or get you some PTO hours and just go to the park and sit with yourself, or just stay on the couch and not go to work, or, you know, instead of opting to go out with friends tonight, maybe it's just you and your journal. What's up, Najee? But it's a lot of energy on really recentering inside yourself so that you can go forward and go outward with more authenticity, okay? There's an energy of being what I would call naked, like being more transparent, meaning be more authentic. This card is calling for a more authentic version of us that we can only tap into when we're quiet and still, away from others' distraction or projections. Okay? This feels like a season of reinventing yourself and more transparency. It's like being more open and honest about your experiences, talking about your past, talking about your current challenges. It's like letting people in on who you really are and what you be struggling with. Okay? Again, peace, be still. Now you may think, well, how is me telling my business to other people gonna bring me more peace? Easy. It's like what happens when you go to therapy. When you just start getting shit off your chest and off your heart, all of a sudden you feel relief. And without any medications or any long extensive program, just the sheer act of talking and sharing, and in particular sharing with other people about yourself, your life, your struggles, your goals, ambitions, your worries, all the things that make you you underneath the hood. It's like show the world the real you. Okay? When you start being more authentic and transparent, you're gonna find more inner peace, more inner resolve. Okay? Some of you are hiding from your imperfections. Okay? This is something even I struggle with. You know, as often as I come online, and you all definitely get to see me for what I am, but there are days when I'm not online intentionally because I might be struggling that day. Because my energy doesn't feel as high enough for me to share it. I don't feel like my energy is well enough for me to share it. So you don't see me on camera during those days. I'd be at home taking care of myself or doing whatever that looks like. But I'm getting this energy of like, no, I need to go live even on that day. Okay. So how does it show up for you? Where are you hiding in your life where you can be more transparent? Where you can create more relief in your life just by talking about some of your challenges and traumas and dramas. Okay. Quite honestly, for a number of us, it's showing up on social media to be transparent in this way. It's showing up in your community, in your family. Y'all have family get-togethers and nobody's really talking about anything that matters. It's just shooting the shit time. But it's like, it's okay to talk about family curses and generational hurts and healing. Okay? So for those of you who have things planned to spend time with your family this weekend, it doesn't mean that you can't practice silence and stillness with your family. You can. You can practice transparency with your family also, okay? So it's a lot of energy around speaking your truth, letting it be known, letting your feelings show, showing the world the real you, okay? Okay? Y'all resonate with that? Is this something you two struggle with, is being vulnerable? Letting people know when you hurt or when you're sad or when you're truly upset or bothered by something? Or do you push those feelings down or ignore them or say things like, whatever, or I don't care? I remember whatever and I don't care were my go-tos growing up. It's like, whatever. I might add a whatever to it. Okay. So again, the energy of this weekend is about silence, stillness, and peace, okay, that comes with silence and stillness. This card says, don't let your past hold you back, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. So if you're anything like me, you have trust issues. You got trust issues with people. Maybe you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable at certain times or different times, and that person came to throw it back in your face or brought it up in an inopportune time. It's like maybe you allowed yourself to be more naked and transparent about your experiences in your past, and then you come to find out that people are really not just holding space for you, but they're judging you, okay? And maybe this is something that happened to you before that keeps you from being open and honest with people now, okay? This is something I'm actively working on, is creating a place of trust with people, not holding new people accountable to old hurts that I've had, okay? Old betrayals, old judgments that I've experienced. This energy for me this weekend is about not just being still and holding space with myself, but it's also about releasing and letting go of things, habits, beliefs, mindsets that are keeping me from bridging with more community and putting myself out there more publicly. Okay? Some of you have these same challenges. You are holding on to old feelings of rejection or old betrayals. You're holding on to old mistakes that even you made, okay, that maybe had nothing to do with anybody else, but you're still holding yourself hostage to those things. It's like when we sit in peace, this is one of the reasons why people don't like to meditate. They don't like to be quiet because then them quiet thoughts be coming up. Those feelings you don't really want to deal with on the day-to-day start surfacing. So we don't like to be quiet. We don't like to journal. Okay. But this card says don't let your past hold you back. Okay. So regardless of what previous relationship challenges you've had with others or even with yourself, maybe you're grappling with some unforgiveness within yourself. And that's part of what comes up in your peaceful, quiet moments. It's all kind of shit that comes up when we get quiet. Okay? But this is an energy of not letting it hold you back. It's actually energy of leaning into it. It's like if someone next to you was crying and hurt and sobbing because they were upset about something, you would immediately try to comfort them in some particular way. Whether it's a hug or just some well wishes or so you're going to be okay or whatever the language might be of support and encouragement, we can do that for others. This is a weekend to do that for yourself. Okay. To giving yourself permission to be sad. Knowing that's okay. It's a normal, healthy part of a healing process is to be sad. Okay. It's not, oh, I don't want to be so sad. I'm going to be in the fetal position like last time, so I'm not going to deal with these feelings. Some of us have those experiences where we allow ourselves to be a little bit vulnerable to the moment, and the moment takes over us, and we feel like we don't have enough self-strength to be able to navigate the hurt and the harm, the overwhelm of those feelings. So like, I'm never doing that again. I was off work for 2 weeks because I allowed that to come up, and I had to deal with that and to deal with the aftermath and all the things, and I'm not doing that again. Okay? Don't let your past hold you back. Honestly, this feels like a healing weekend. It is about peace, it is about silence and stillness, but it's about healing. It's about release. Okay? Letting go. Letting go. Peace, be still. So it's a question to ask yourself, what am I needing to let go of? What's coming up for me when I'm quiet and when I'm still that I know I need to let go of? Is it a thought or a belief about yourself? Are you replaying old memories and old stories? And you just keep replaying it over as to how you were victimized or how you were hurt or offended? Okay. It's what are you being called to let go of this weekend in this silence and this stillness? A lot of energy around that. It's like, what roots have you planted in dysfunction that you need to uproot? Okay. Like, what lines in the sand have you drawn that are actually dysfunctional? Okay. I'm never letting anybody get that close to me again. It is a dysfunction. Okay. And for many of you, of course, you've earned this feeling honestly because you have hurts and betrayals that made you feel that way, but it's like you got to let that go if you want to continue to build community, if you want to attract partnership, if you want to thrive in business or anything. We all need relationship with others. It all requires us to trust other people. Okay, a lot of energy around that. Mata's making herself known because there's other dogs. There's a bunch of look at all those dogs over there. They must have had a litter. There's like 8 dogs over there.
There ain't no dogs supposed to be out here but her.
I don't blame her. There's like 8 puppies over there. All right, let's keep it going. Like the video if you resonate with this message. Of course, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get real fancy, you can leave me a love donation or energy exchange tip for this share. All right. Thank y'all. Okay, so let's see. Next card we got for this morning says satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Didn't I just say you need to be with yourself so that you can define who you want to be in this season? Okay, I need to let you guys see all the cute dogs coming through. It's like a dog parade. It's a puppy parade. Meanwhile, Mata is losing her mind over here. Okay? They're so cute. They literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 puppies. Bye, guys. They're so cute. All right. It's all kind of fun shit going on. Why is my hat so damn dirty? Sorry, guys. I live in the jungle. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's okay. This one said, I'm sick of it.
They shut the fuck up.
I know. This one said, I'm sick of it. Oh, they went on.
And here she comes.
Mata, it's okay. She's like, but it's not, actually. She said it's not okay. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. It's an energy of self-satisfaction, being good with yourself. Okay? The reason why so many of you need to have this alone time is because you're judging yourself based on somebody else's standards and expectations. You are judging yourself based on someone else's standards and expectations. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other people who do what you do in your industry. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other parents, or she's going to just keep barking. It's okay. It's an energy of comparison. You're comparing yourself to a standard that's not your own. You're trying to live up to the fulfillment of somebody else's version of success. It's like remembering that you're one of one and reconnecting with who you are this weekend. Okay. It's finding some sense of self-appreciation, self-acceptance, and self-approval this weekend. Okay. It's not beating yourself up for what you haven't done and what you still need to do and what you don't have. It's self-appreciation weekend. Yeah, self-appreciation weekend. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. It's like not just being by yourself, it's being with yourself in love. Okay? It's showing self-appreciation. Something you might do this weekend is make a list of things that you feel proud of. Okay? And the things that we feel proud of don't necessarily always equate to outside accomplishments and awards kind of things. Like I might just be proud that I got out of bed today. I'm proud that I ate a salad today. You know, I'm proud that I cleaned up my room, cleaned up the bathroom. I'm proud that I stuck up for myself today and I didn't let that person just say something to me crazy. I'm proud today that I didn't overreact, okay? It's like finding reasons to celebrate yourself this weekend. It's focusing on the goodness in you, not just the lack and the need, okay? This peace, be still doesn't just bring up negative emotion. It helps you to reconnect with what is positive and loving about you as well, okay? So as much as you might be, quote, scared of the dark, scared to go into the quiet time of self-reflection, also in there is the reward of finding yourself. It's the reward of finding peace with being exactly who you are, how you are. Hidden in that quiet, silent perspective is self-validation, self-acknowledgement, self-respect, okay? Self-confidence. You ever had a meditation where you all of a sudden remembered some shit that you had not remembered before and it's just the missing link you need to solve a problem you're currently having? That can happen all the time in meditation. It comes to you when you are peaceful and still. You don't have to force it. You don't have to, quote, figure it out. It comes to you willingly when you engage. I'm hearing when you activate, engage, and enjoy peace. Okay? Activate, enjoy, and engage. All right? You okay now, mamas? The bad people went away? Oh, her spots are so cute. Okay? You tough mama. Yeah. All right. I worked from this deck. This is not the right deck. Last deck on the table today. I have a slight humble brag today about this deck. Shout out to Chris Ann, who creates decks for Hay House. She's an Oracle, Tarot and Oracle card creator. She created this deck too, the Sacred Creators Oracle. The Light Seers Tarot Oracle deck, the tarot deck she's created, and so many others. She's a very incredible illustrator and tarot deck artist. Highly respect her, and hopefully we'll be able to get some support from her in creating my own deck today. So y'all keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Your girl is trying to do bigger things, okay? Don't you guys want a deck from me? Don't you want that? Like a Be Great Everyday Oracle? Don't you want that? It's coming. So you can wake up in the morning and pull cards for yourself, channel your own messages, and get immediate clarity. It's coming. All right, but today we work with the Sacred Creators Oracle, one of my favorite decks. This is a deck that is commonly used for entrepreneurs. I think that was the spirit of it, is to create a deck for soulpreneurs. All right. So the card is Raw Intention. Okay. Raw Intention. I'm telling you, the messages today are real, I want to say authentic. It's a lot of energy around reconnecting with the most authentic version of you. Like who you really are, what you really want, you know, how you really want it. Okay, it's like you need silence and stillness to reconnect with your highest desires. Okay, this word raw intention is like getting back to the basics of what you really want. I know for me, sometimes I can move away, I can lose the plot. I am a manifesting generator. I have so many ambitions. I have so many ideas, so many things that I want to do in this lifetime that after a while, it's just like so many ideas that have morphed into this other bigger idea. And it's like, how did I get here? I just wanted to do this one thing. Okay. So it's a lot of energy around grounding and centering in, focusing in on what really matters to you and what's at the heart of what you really want. Okay. You may say something like, you know, I just want a good job, right? That's something that people say. I'm trying to get a good job. Well, what is good? Okay. What does that mean at the heart of it for you? What does good mean to you? A job that has flexible hours, a job that has a certain amount of income or a certain amount of off time? Is it a job where you have your own office or you're in a warehouse? Like, give it more detail. Get to the heart of it. Okay. The skeleton of your dream. What is in that? Okay, what is your raw intention? Is your raw intention to work, or is your raw intention to create a lifestyle? Okay, that's what happens when we start dealing with raw intention. We get to the heart of a matter. You don't just want a job. You know you need a job to have an income and all the things, but what you really want at the heart of it is you want to have income that really reflects who you really are. You want to have work that feels most aligned with how you really are. That's what you really, really want. You don't just want a job. You don't want any job. You want a job that really works with the natural rhythms of you. Okay, so it's like getting back to the basics of what you really want out of life. I feel like this weekend time is time to slow down and recenter in that. What is your raw intention? What do you really want? Okay, what do you really want? Okay. Some folks may say, well, I want a partner, okay? You don't want just any partner. You want someone that you have a high level of compatibility with. You want someone that you're sexually attracted to, if that's your thing. You want someone who may have provision and resource to be able to contribute to your provision and resource. It's like, what's it at the end of the day that you really want, okay? And another thing about when you get to the raw intention, sometimes it leads us in a different direction than when we thought, okay? You may say, you know, I need a job because I need to make some money. And they're like, no, you don't want just any job. You want a certain kind of job that really works with how you flow. And then like when you get down to the heart of it, it's like, I don't even really want a job. I just need an income. I need an income that can stabilize my life. Your raw intention is not to work. I know for me, my raw intention is not just to work. I work to serve people and to create a stable lifestyle for myself. It's not about working. I don't wake up in the morning like, ooh, I want to work today. I work to do the things that are required to build my vision and my dream, but ultimately at the end of the day, I want passive residual income. That's what my raw intention is at the end of the day. So regardless of all these ideas I have and all the things I could be doing, at the end of the day, I need to center in on a passive income stream, i.e. these Oracle decks. I can't wait to produce these decks. It allows me to create the impact and the passive income stream that I'm looking for. See how that works? So what's your raw intention? What do you really, really, really want at the end of the day? What's the bottom line of what you're working toward, what you're working on? Okay. A lot of energy there. Okay. Last card. Keep pulling this card, even in my private readings. It says, one step ahead is all you need. Okay. One step ahead is all you need. So, I mean, as humans, we like an A to Z plan every time. We want to see every step in between the A and the Z. Okay, we want to know with clear vision, if I do this, it's going to lead to that, and then lead to that, and lead to this ultimate outcome in the end. That's how most humans like to operate. Okay, but this call to action this weekend is for stillness, to slow down so that you can speed up. Okay, it's a need to slow down, to be quiet, to be introspective so that you can speed up. Okay, but that speed up part doesn't mean you're going to get the A to Z right away just because you slow down this weekend. You may walk away this weekend with one to-do, one piece of clarity. You've meditated, you were with yourself, you didn't spend no time with nobody, so you weren't distracted, you weren't on the TV, you weren't on the phone, you were just meditating and journaling and praying and just going about your day, doing whatever you do for yourself. And then at the end of it, all you got clear about was this one thing. And you're like, damn, I thought I was going to get the A to Z plan. I've been retreating, I've been listening, but I only know this one thing, so I still feel confused about the big picture. All you need is one clear step, folks. One. Just one. And you may be like, no, I need that one plus what happens after. I need to know what happens. No, you just need that first step, because once you take that step, then you're going to be in the sight line to be able to see the next one. You are not in the sight line to see steps 2, 3, and 4 when you're at 0. You got to get to 1 first to now have another perspective to see what else is beyond that. Okay. So it's a lot of energy around not pressuring ourselves to draw conclusions and to come up with these formidable action plans and that are, calendar based. It's not about that. This weekend is about reconnecting with yourself, identifying what really at the heart of your heart you really want out of life. This is about identifying one step that you can take in the direction of what you say you want without worrying about the 11 steps after that. And it's about just really honoring your truth. It may be a step that other people think, oh, I don't think that's the right thing. No, when I did that, I had this experience and that consequence. I don't think you should do that. It's not about that. It's just the opposite this weekend. We're drowning out the noise. We're quieting our mind, drowning out the noise, and centering inward on what really, really matters to us. Peace, be still. Okay? Be still. Be still. Those of you who are feeling confusion in your life right now, uncertainty and lack direction, be still. Get quiet. Separate yourself from other distraction. Okay, peace, be still. All right, that was a short and quick one. I feel good about it. That's it. That's the message. Slow down this weekend. Be with yourself. Get your journal out. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Grab you some good books, some self-help or motivational, inspirational kind of text. Journal, write, color, dance, sing, cry, meditate, okay? Scream, shout, okay? Cook, rest, sleep, okay? If you need to get you one off, get you one off. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. But take it slow. Release the pressure valve this weekend. Don't put any pressure on yourself to have to figure anything out. Just put yourself in position to receive. To allow the wisdom to flow in. Okay? All right. Mata says another dog, so we gotta go. I love y'all. Of course, go to begreateveryday.com if you want to stay connected. Get on our mailing list. I put an offer out just reminding folks of the clarity calls. 30 minutes, $111. Walk away with insight, clarity, direction, and a roadmap for what to do. Any problems you're struggling with, anything you're trying to get clear about, tap in. Go to begreateveryday.com. Of course, to book a one-on-one reading. Yeah, I think that's all I got. You're welcome, my loves. Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, set the notifications so you know when I'm back in these streets. Probably on Monday. I'll see y'all on Monday. Or maybe sooner if you book a reading. All right, y'all. Love you so much. Have a great day.